Hey, and welcome to the Arts District Podcast. I'm Lauren.
And I'm Georgia.
And we finally made it to episode 52.
Yay!
It's such a celebration. I feel like we should be having a drink right now.
Yeah.
But
I should have thought
we didn't
of
think of that. Congrats.
Mm-hmm.
We've officially been doing it for a year.
Yeah.
Even though we kind of passed the year mark already, we finally caught up in episodes.
Yeah.
52 episodes. Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Now that we're here, it's like, what's the next landmark?
I wonder if we should have like a prize for anyone who's watched all episodes.
Yeah. We should have made like a quiz, and whoever completed the quiz got like a $10 iTunes gift card. But I don't have the time to go back and listen to our podcast episodes and
Neither
make
do
a
I.
quiz. Should have been doing that all along.
Damn.
I didn't plan ahead for
Me
this
neither.
episode. Yeah, so how was your weekend? Did you do anything artsy?
Nope. Just moving.
Oh yeah, this is our, third location? Fourth?
At least, because we started at your mom's place.
Yeah.
And then my place, 15th Street. And then my place, Simon Street. And now here.
And we did an episode in Hamilton.
Oh, that's right. This is our 5th location. We've just changed it up every 10 episodes.
Yeah. Although, right now, it doesn't even look like we're somewhere different than your last place, because the wall's like the same color.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in Georgia's new apartment in Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, I didn't really do anything artsy this weekend either. I didn't make it to the Greenbelt Harvest Picnic, but I was reading some articles on it today, and it was apparently really good, and it went well, so that's awesome.
Cool.
And
And they gave us a shout out on their Facebook page.
Yeah, thank you, Greenbelt Harvest Picnic, for doing that. We appreciate it. Yeah, it was a lazy weekend. I just kind of was productive in small things, like around the house and getting stuff done, but didn't really do anything artsy. I had band practice, so I guess that counts. But
Nice.
yeah.
But I think that's classic August.
Yeah.
You know?
I think, like, even though I'm not going back to school, it's kind of like, it's that mindset of getting things done to start something new. Even though I don't know what I'm starting that's new. But
Fall.
yeah, fall, but the best season of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, shall we get into it?
Get into the dirty. Yeah, I thought we kind of need to do a little recap on all, like, not all the things that I've talked about in past episodes, but
smart.
and being like, well, what are these things that I said I would mention and actually never mentioned again?
Updates.
Yeah, so, well, I don't even have a lot. I just thought of this one in particular. I don't even remember which episode it was. I talked about this recording studio that was, they had a campaign on Indiegogo. 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 What's Indiegogo? I think I like the whiskey a go-go.
Oh,
Sorry, Indiegogo. They had an Indiegogo campaign to, I forget how much they wanted to raise. It was like $6,000 to open this recording studio in Parkdale. Well, they surpassed their goal. They ended up getting like 8,500 or something like that. And they needed, in total for everything, they needed like 12,000. So they got pretty far. You know, didn't have to go out of pocket too much. The studio is open now, and it was called Coach House Sound. You can read about the studio on CoachHouseSound.com and see pictures and see all the tech specs, all the gear they've got.
Yeah.
And
they have a really active Instagram.
oh, you have
I've been
them?
following them since.
Oh,
they started.
awesome.
Yeah, it was really cool to see them like building everything and watching it progress.
Yeah, because I remember them saying that they wanted to spend some of that money putting towards like a little series, a little documentary kind of featuring how they built it and yeah, just be cool and whimsical like that. But I didn't see anything about that on their website.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if they ended up using that money towards just building it and, you know.
I feel like I might have seen that they posted it online. Like, it might be a Vimeo or YouTube thing, but I haven't looked too closely into it.
Interesting. Yeah. Cool. So that's awesome. I'm glad that they did that. Also, I finally got the Ray Morris album because for the longest time I couldn't get it. Like, nobody would send it to Canada, and yeah, it was just really hard to get a hold of. And then I decided to Google it the other day, and Amazon UK had it, so I ordered it, and I got it in like 3 days. It was awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah, I got it on CD. I really wanted the album, but considering it was coming across the ocean, I didn't want it to break or anything. I was like,
Yeah.
CDs are robust. I'm going to go with that. So, yeah, I got the CD. It's awesome. I've listened to it so much. And you can actually stream the whole album on YouTube. So if you just go type in Ray Morris Unguarded, that's the name of the album. Her, like, official page, you can, like, stream the album in full before you buy it. If you like it, you can get it. Yeah, I'm so happy I have it. It was, like, one of those albums... Like, okay, considering this is our 52nd episode, my favorite album find of the year was that album.
Wow.
Yeah, that was, out of all the music I've listened to this past year podcasting, that was the one that I was like, oh, sweet, I'm stoked. Like, I found an artist that I really like, and yeah, I love it. Well, and I love Time, too, but I kind of found them before the podcast. I found out Ray Morris because of doing the podcast, so...
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's a nice little reward.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look back into Ray Morris now.
Yeah. Yeah, I dig her. She's awesome.
Maybe somewhere on her website she'll be like, album of the year picked by Tad Podcast.
Yeah. Well, I put that thing on Twitter. I was like, finally got Ray Morris in Canada, and she favorited my tweet. I was like, yeah,
nice.
A little Ray Morris shout out.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, so made my day. Thank you, Ray.
Good rad.
Yeah.
Okay. First thing I want to talk about, this is not something that I'm super into, but I know that a lot of film people think it's really important. Wes Craven, famous, pretty much horror film director, died recently.
Yeah.
He was 76. He had brain cancer, unfortunately. But you may know him from the Scream movies, which I think are really fun. They're like...
I didn't know he did those
movie.
ones.
I don't know if he's done all of them, but he definitely did a few of them.
At the time when those came out, they were pretty scary. Now looking back, they're kind of like hokey because it was like 90s, early 2000s.
Well, I think I saw Scream 4 when I was in university.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they've been like making them slowly. Those were fun because they kind of like, they weren't the scary movies and how goofy they were, but they kind of were campy and like they knew that they were like kind of like a cheeky, silly horror movie.
Yeah, they're definitely a Halloween staple.
Yeah. So he did the Scream movies, Nightmare on Elm Street, The Hills Have Eyes, Last House on the Left. I just wanted to mention that because he's kind of like a big deal.
Last House on the Left, is that with Jennifer Lawrence?
I think...
Is that House at the End of the Street?
I'm not sure if he was involved because there's been a few remakes of these in the last few years. Like, I think he was more the original.
Yeah. Wes Craven. Yeah, he's definitely done a lot of notable ones. And I feel like he was still pretty active.
Yeah.
Like, I had no idea he was even sick, but I don't really follow directors that much.
When I saw his photos, he looked super young.
Yeah.
But they looked like current photos. Like, it's not like I was looking at old photos.
Well, 76?
76.
Yeah, that's not that old.
No.
I mean, people on Fleetwood Mac are like 76, you know? I think.
Yeah.
I
think the Beatles are like 80.
Around there for sure.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, Paul McCartney's coming to Toronto.
Yes!
October 16th?
It's in the
And I totally forgot.
October.
I need to look at the tickets because I really want to go.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
That was a good segue.
He's the one that like really plays the hits.
Yeah. Well, it's Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
I
he's not disappointing like Neil Young.
Bob Dylan.
Yeah. Play your hits. I mean, I don't want to be a jerk like that.
I don't think Neil Young sees himself yet as being a greatest hits kind of guy. He's still like actively creating. So it's like until you stop really putting out new albums and are like active.
Putting out new albums? Yeah,
he is. But he's more of like, I'm a Beatle and like a people pleaser, whereas Neil Young was always kind of like on the edge of rock and roll and like, I'm Canadian. I don't follow the rules, you know?
Yeah, I think Bob Dylan's like that too. It's like, I'm doing what I'm doing. I don't care if you like it.
Yeah. Yeah. I do want to go see Paul McCartney though.
Cool.
I hope tickets aren't too expensive, but they probably will be.
Yeah, but he uses like fireworks and stuff, so.
Yeah. And I'm sure some of his ticket money goes towards like supporting some cool vegetarian animal
like WWF
thing.
Yeah.
Not WWF.
Yeah.
Or no,
World Wildlife
I'm
Foundation.
thinking of what's the fighting
Wrestling?
one? Yeah.
I think that's WWE.
Can you imagine? Oh, one letter away. WWE. The
Or is it WWF?
What is it? What does this stand for? Wrestling? World Wrestling?
Federation? Maybe it is WWF.
I don't know.
Huh.
Anyway, yeah, we'll let you know about those Paul McCartney tickets if you want to go. A little podcast party at Paul. Alliteration and rhyming. Yeah, okay, sorry, did you have more to say about that? Wes Craven? Rest in peace.
Yeah.
An event that I wanted to mention is one that I'm actually taking part of through work.
I didn't know you were taking part. I saw it come up on Facebook.
Yeah, so Resound, which is, I think they do neighboring rights in Canada, which most of you probably don't know what neighboring rights are, and it doesn't really matter, but...
What is it?
It's just I don't even know. I think it's like when, like, you're a musician on a recording, you don't have, like, songwriting credit, but you get a credit because you played on it.
Okay.
I think that's what it is, but don't quote me because neighboring rights, I never really understood.
Okay.
But they could also, I don't know. I think that's what they do. Anyways, it's not important. They're putting on this fundraising concert for the Canadian Music Therapy Trust Fund, and they're calling it Recital. It's taking place September 24th at Adelaide Hall. It starts at 7. I think it's going to run until about 11 o'clock. They're asking for a minimum $10 donation for a ticket, and it's going to be a night full of music from the staff members of Canadian rights organizations. So, like, SOCAN is taking part, which is why I get to play. Chantel, our friend that's been on the podcast before, she's actually putting it all together, and she's put together our SOCAN band, and we've been practicing now, I think, for 3 weeks, and so we've got to learn some covers, some Canadian content, and we're going to be putting on a half an hour set at that, and there's also going to be sets from CMRA, I think, and I don't even know how many Canadian rights organizations there are, but yeah, just like kind of anyone who's involved with music will likely be there and supporting that, and it'll be fun.
Awesome.
Yeah,
that sounds cool.
It's neat to. Well, it's weird. It kind of feels like a school thing, like.
Because all your chums are there.
Well, it's like I'm playing with like people I work with. It's not like a legit band. It's like something that was just put together for something. It's fun. You got to meet some new people and just play music.
Awesome.
So yeah,
sounds exciting.
Yeah, it's fun.
Okay,
so that's fun.
So my next thing is kind of music related. I don't know. This is a nerdy thing. I don't know if anyone else was as into Spongebob as I was.
Oh, I was totally going to talk about this, but I didn't write it down, so
okay.
Go for it, yeah.
They're making a SpongeBob SquarePants musical.
Yeah.
It, like Nickelodeon just announced it, it's going to premiere in Chicago next summer. June 7th it opens, and then they're hoping to take it to Broadway. It's kind of sad that it's opening in Chicago, I feel like.
Yeah, but, like I didn't even know Chicago had like a theater district.
Oh, I think they all do.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, they've got like a huge list of songwriters.
Yeah, there's like David Bowie.
Yep. John Legend, David Bowie, Lady Antebellum, Cyndi Lauper, Dirty Projectors, I don't really know them, but Flaming Lips, Plain White Tees, Panic at the Disco, and They Might Be Giants are all songwriters for this SpongeBob.
I can't wait to hear what David Bowie does for that.
Yeah,
a little fame-inspired SpongeBob.
Yeah. So I don't know if I would travel to Chicago to see the SpongeBob SquarePants musical. But
when it comes to New York, we should go.
Yeah, if it comes to New York, if it comes to Toronto, which it probably will eventually. If it does well in Chicago and goes on to Broadway and
it's a good one because it'll attract the older crowd because of the music, and it obviously will attract younger kids because it's SpongeBob. But a lot of SpongeBob kind of came out when we were young. Yeah.
Exactly, we are the nostalgia generation. So yeah, I had a T-shirt.
It would do well. I could picture the costumes and the set design stuff. It would be a good one for sure. I wonder what the story will be.
I don't know. There was the SpongeBob movie that had David Hasselhoff in it.
Oh, jeez. David.
I hope he appears.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. I haven't seen him in a while.
Maybe in the London version he would do it.
Yeah.
It's a little closer to home for
him. Yeah. Is that where he lives?
No, he's like not even a native English speaker, is he?
No, I don't think so. I think he's American.
He's like, oh, really?
Well, he's on Baywatch, and he seemed American.
Oh, I thought he was, like... He has a big music career in, like...
David Hasselhoff?
Norway or something.
What? Crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. It's somewhere really random, but I don't know if that's because he's from there.
He kind of looks like he might have some European background, but I think he just is American.
Oh, okay.
But I've never really Wikipedia'd him.
Yeah.
So
I don't know why I
take my word for that.
have information like that. Maybe it's wrong. Maybe I dreamed
it. Music career in Norway? That seems pretty far-fetched.
I don't know if it's like Norway, but it's like something like that you're like, what?
Yeah, random. Yeah. Cool. David Hasselhoff.
Yeah.
Speaking of Broadway and stuff, I still really, really, really want to see the Carole King musical Beautiful. It's I think in its like second running. They just switched lead. Well, they switched whoever plays Carol. I really want to see it. It's supposed to be really good. I wanted to go when I was in New York, but didn't have the time, and it was really expensive. So I hope it comes to Toronto, and it's a little more reasonable. Broadway shows are expensive, but they're so fun to go see.
Yeah. And that would be a cool one.
Yeah, I would love it, for sure.
I've had her a lot in my head because I've been rewatching Gilmore Girls and listening to that Gilmore Guys podcast. They didn't speak to her yet, as far as I know, but they spoke to Sam Phillips, who did all the... Yeah.
That's cool.
So that was cool.
Yeah, awesome. Good stuff. All right, moving along. Pitchfork put up today. Do you like Courtney Barnett? You might like her. She's very quirky. She's an Australian singer-songwriter. She plays kind of like rock music, but it's the way that she presents it is very like punky almost.
Okay.
Yeah, like she doesn't. Well, she sings, but like it's kind of like it sounds like she's talking, but with a weird sing-song vibe. I don't know. It's really good. It's really interesting. She writes really thought-provoking lyrics, but you're just like, yes, I get that, or like, wow, I can't believe you just like said that flat out, and like you never think of putting words like that in a song, but it makes perfect sense, and it's neat. She's got her own little niche thing going. Anyways, Pitchfork, I guess they have like, well, I don't know if they have anything to do with this, the people that make this documentary. It's called Contours, and they do like tour documentaries, so they picked Courtney Barnett as their feature for this one. Really short documentaries, under 12 minutes. And it follows her. In March of this year, she put out her first album. Is called, well, she had a couple of EPs, but this was like the LP, you know. Sometimes I sit and think, and sometimes I just sit. It's really good. You can also stream that one in full on YouTube. You just search it, and it'll pop up. So this tour documentary just kind of follows her. I think it starts in Napa and goes to like New Orleans or something like that. Oh, cool. I kind of just flipped around certain parts of it today at work, and it looks really interesting. Lots of live performance footage and like interviews, and yeah. So it's under 12 minutes, so you got time to sit and watch it. It's really cool. I'll put the link in the show notes, and you can check it out. Yeah. And if you like what you hear in the documentary, definitely stream the album or buy it if you really like it. It's cool. I like it. Some friends of mine are really into her. And when we were at Way Home, she was playing the first day. Oh. Yeah, and I didn't see her because I didn't really know her at that point. But for the past couple weeks, I've been listening to her a little bit more. And yeah, I think she's interesting.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, we are about out of time.
And battery.
Yeah, but we can wrap this up.
Are you done?
That's it. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
So, this has been episode 52. We don't know exactly where we're headed in the future.
Yeah, we might not have an episode next week.
Yeah, as we're sort of deciding what the direction of the podcast is and what our release schedule is going to be and stuff like that.
And George is going back to school.
Yeah, busy
times, yeah.
So, hope you enjoyed episode 52, and we may or may not see you next week for 53, or season 2, episode 1.
Season 2.
It'll be episode 201.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, anyway, so, bye.
Bye. Oh.